Hi, this is Sean Heidemann. I'm a real estate broker in the Phoenix real estate market. And every month I like to put on a Phoenix market report for my clients that kind of helps them determine if it's a good time to buy, good time to sell. And the information that I'm presenting, it comes from the Cromford Report. They are a real estate market insight company, and they provide statistics of the reports and everything that I'm going over. They are a professional company, a legitimate actual data that comes from the Arizona Multiple Listing Service and from other sources. So let's get started with the report. Today I'm presenting this slide here. It's kind of a fun slide. This is back in 2000. So this is an aerial of the Southeast Valley. Some of you guys can probably automatically guess where it is, but next couple slides will kind of give it away. So the next slide, 22 years later, there's a huge difference, a huge change here. As you can see, all the rooftops, all the homes, all the development has gone on. And this right here is Williams Gateway Airport. And they still have not developed all the industrial and the retail and the mixed use and everything that they had planned for around the airport there. But usually when the houses come in, then this starts getting developed as well. This is Gilbert, Chandler, Queen Creek, Mesa Gateway Airport right here. And here's the freeway that has come in and everything. So that's kind of a fun slide. Okay, so Arizona versus the unemployment rate. So is Arizona um, having a high unemployment rate? No, it is not. So here's Arizona and here's the U.S. So the U.S. has started to go up, which is a good sign for interest rates and for our real estate market, actually. Um, and I'll explain that here shortly. But Arizona has a robust economy, and we are still very strong as far as unemployment. So our unemployment has been declining since it's like the middle since June, or no, yeah, since the middle of the year we've been declining here, and the U.S. has been going up. So annual sales rate. So as you can see, our annual sales are down for the year. And then this shows here HUD, REO, short sale, normal sales. So we don't have a lot of REO, short sales, and foreclosures right now in the market. It's mostly normal sales. So comparatively, historically, looks like we're pretty close to the 2001 recession. So we have not had a market like this for a while. So a lot of realtors are kind of in culture shock, and especially with the new NAR changes. So there's going to be less and less realtors kind of being in the market until this sales rate starts to increase again. So median home sales price and recession. So do home values typically decline in recession? And the answer is no. And this proves it right here. Historically, um, when a recession is declared, home values have not declined. And now this is nationwide. This is national values. So nationwide it has not declined. Only time it declined was in 2008, and that's when we had a lot of foreclosures and short sales and HUD properties on the market. And the last slide I just showed you that we don't have a lot of that on the market right now. So people that are on the sidelines waiting for the recession to be declared, home values are not going to decline. Only thing that will cause values to decline is a natural disaster or an oversupply of homes coming on the market all at once. That's what would decline the market. So, 30-year mortgage, do mortgage rates typically decline in recession? And the answer is yes. So, in a recession is declared, then the mortgage rates decline historically every year decline rate, decline, decline, decline. So right now, we are close to that. So this guy right now, I'm sure some of you guys that are watching this video have seen some of his videos, and he has quite a big follower right now. And so he's saying that Phoenix is number 8 for a major market decline in price. And The answer is the values have already declined since mortgage interest rates went up. So we had if you remember some of the slides, previous videos, the market values did decline once mortgage rates were um, started going up. But future is our market going to decline even more? No, the answer is no. Our economy is strong, and so that's not going to happen. Some of these slides, I'm going to prove that to you. So this slide here is the average list price per square foot. So all active list price. But every year, here's the other years, you can see that historically, right around this time, the average list price per square foot starts to decline. Just because seasonally where we are in the market. So the answer is no. And then this is taking out all the $1 million properties. So these are properties under $1 million. So as you can see, it's a straight flat line. The average price, list price per square foot. So the prices are not declining. And so this is the ARMLS median sales price versus a 5% growth rate. These are homes under 2,500 square feet. So if you take 130,000 and you appreciate it over a 5-year, 5% rate every year, we wind up right around this price right now. And so what our market actually did, so it went way up and then it came down during the 2008 when a lot of homes came on the market. And then values have increased above the 5%. It went up and kind of has come down. So here is where it came up. We had all the iBuyers in the market, people buying, and then mortgage interest rates started to increase. So that we did have a small market decline. And then it popped back up, and then now it's just kind of flatlined. And so if this continues to flatline, we're just going to kind of come right in line with the 5% annual appreciation rate, right where we should be. So if you're sitting on the sidelines waiting for values to decline, you probably want to time the market with mortgage interest rates instead of values because it's not going to happen. Okay, so the federal funds rate and the 10-year treasury versus the 2-year bond. So we're seeing some improvement with the 2-year bond. So the 2-year bond, whenever it goes below the 10-year bond, then we start to see mortgage interest rates go down and a recession is declared. So as you can see here, we had 2-year bond was above, and then so it declined below the 10-year. Recession was declared, and the federal funds rate came down. Once again, 2-year bond below the 10, recession. And for the Federal Reserve meeting in September, they've declared or possibly said that they may be lowering the federal funds rate, which is a good sign for mortgage rates. Unemployment and the 2-year bond. So here's the unemployment rate, and then here's the 2-year bond. So unemployment starts edging up, then the 2-year bond goes down. And so we've had enough of an unemployment to rise to cause the bonds to go down. Unemployment and a 2-year bond, this is historically. So historically, you can see the unemployment rate raise or increase above, and then the 2-year bond goes down. Once again, unemployment's up, 2-year bond's down. Unemployment rate's up, 2-year bond down. So that's where we are right now in this market. Now, mortgage rates. So from April of this year, we're at 7.52%. Now we're at 6.49%. So that's about a 1% decline in mortgage interest rates. And FHA is at 6.05%. These are 30-year mortgage fixed. So anybody that's waiting to buy and might want to get in contact with your loan officer, kind of see where your payment would be around the 6.5 or 6% interest rate, and see if that's going to be affordable for you. And maybe if your lease is coming up, maybe now is the time to buy. And if rates go down even further in the future, you can always refinance your mortgage. So estimated payment FHA versus the 2-1 buy down. The 2-1 buy down is basically you get a 2-year relief on the interest rate. So for the first 2 years, your interest rate is lower, and then it goes to the normal fixed rate, whatever the contract would be. So you normally get about a 1% difference in interest rate for the first year, and then another rate goes up another year, and then but you need to talk to your loan officer and talk about the 2-to-1 buy down. So this chart here shows historically when rates were lower back in 2022. So if your rate was 3.45%, you're paying $1,700 a month, and then here in October of 23, your rate, if you bought then, it'd be 7.8% at 23, almost $2,400 a month. So you can see the difference on how much interest rate has to play with affordability. So once interest rates go below 6% or even below 5%, then we're going to see more and more people increasing and coming into the market. So it's going to become more competitive. So if you are on the sidelines right now would be a good time to start talking to your loan officer, get back in the market, start looking around at homes, and so that you have less competition out there. Otherwise, once those rates do go down, then everyone else is going to get in the market as well. Accepted contracts. So we are following the normal seasonal trend as far as accepted contracts. As you can see, accepted contracts are coming down right now. So as far as sellers, it may not be the best time to list. Can you sell your home? Yes, you can, but it's just going to take a little bit longer. Accepted contracts are way down, so there's less buyers in the market, and so you're going to be doing more open houses. Your agent needs to be doing more marketing in order to get the home sold. And then this is new contracts over $1 million is normally tied to the temperatures in the market. So once temperatures rise above 100 degrees, then the number of accepted contracts in the $1 million market typically go down. As you can see here, this is the historical trend that they're following right now. Quantum Food Report Index. So this shows if we're in a buyer's market, seller's market, or a balanced market. So right now, the supply of homes on the market is 73.9, and the demand is 73.6. So these are pretty much pretty close to each other. So now we're in a balanced market at 99.7%. The next chart will show you more of a visual of the market. So we have 2022, 23, and 24 here. As you can see in 24, we've just been kind of edging towards the 100 mark here in the balanced market. So we finally hit close to 100 and we are in a balanced market. But does that mean that all markets are in a balanced market? No, it does not. Some markets are still in a seller's market. These are the markets in the seller's market over here as well. And the balanced market. So these markets are here, these cities are in a balanced market, and these are in a buyer's market. So what does this mean? So basically, if you are in one of these cities looking to purchase a home, definitely ask for seller concessions. It's a lot. There's more of a supply. It's taking longer for sellers to sell their homes. You can get price reductions as well as seller concessions. So you want to have a realtor that's willing to negotiate for you and understand what market we're currently in and in what city. So, for example, Litchfield Park, Casa Grande, these are other buyers markets. You can get some good deals in those markets. Appreciation, median sales price. So if you bought 2 years ago, you're based on the median price, your home is down 4.6%. If you bought a year ago, you have some equity, and if you bought 3 years ago, it's up 13.6%. And this is the average sales price per square foot, just a different way of looking at the market as far as appreciation. This is average, the other one was median. So 3 years ago, you're up 14.8%. July, you're down. 2 years ago, 2.7%. And if you bought a year ago, you're up 1.7%. And these are all homes under 2,500 square feet. So you're down 6.1, 1.1%, and you're up 6.2%. This is based on the average price per square foot. All homes under 2,500 square feet. So this is taking out all the luxury properties. So this includes the luxury properties, all homes over 2,500 square feet. So if you have a home that's over 2,500 square feet or over $1 million, then you have some equity in the property and it has not gone down. Contract ratio, these are the number of homes going under contract. As you can see, we are following the normal historical trend as well here. See the trend goes down right around this time. So like I said before, if you're planning on listing your property now, it may take a little longer to sell it. It's going to take more open houses or marketing effort from your realtor in order to get your home sold. Contract ratio, this is supply. So supply compared to a year ago, here is 24, this is 23. Supply is up 57.4%. Properties under contract, properties under contract have been below last year pretty much the whole time. It's 6.5% below as of right now, properties that are under contract as compared to a year ago. New listings weekly. So we have, since the beginning of the year, we've had a lot more new listings coming on the market as compared to last year. And so now the new listings has declined, so it's kind of balanced our market out to where we are now in a balanced market. So once demand increases and if supply does not increase, then we would start to see prices appreciate again. But if demand increases and listings increase, then we will just continue to edge up in a balanced market. Days on market, right now we're at 37 days on average in the market. A year ago it was 20, 2 years ago it was 26 days. Cancellations, so a lot of realtors are having a lot of cancellations now for homes that are not selling. Price may be a factor. Your realtors may not be marketing the property effectively. They may not be showing it effectively. An aggressive realtor, you want to list with an aggressive realtor, you are definitely able to sell your home so that you don't have one of these cancellations. So it's way up as compared to, looks like 2025 and 26. Weekly price reductions. So weekly price reductions are up 73.8%. So people are listing their homes high and then they're reducing the price of the list price. So that is way up 73.8% compared to a year ago. Back in 2022, that was up to about 15,941. So we're not quite in 2001 when mortgage interest rates first started going up, and then less buyers in the market, which caused our prices to go down. Okay, weekly price reductions historically, so it looks like we are right around the 2014 mark as far as price reductions. Seller concessions, about 53% of all listings that have sold, or no, 55.4% of all listings that have sold had some type of seller concessions. So that's about half of the market. So if you're selling, just keep in mind that you may need to offer some concessions. And it's not necessarily price reduction. So it's if you reduce your price or you offer concession. So you can not reduce your price and offer concession, or you can offer, it's basically the same net, basically. So keep that in mind when you're listing your property. Seller concessions, we're at around average right now is around 10,000. July of last year as well, 8,400. So this is an average, so some may be higher, some may be lower. So keep that in mind. This is our last slide. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. If you have any questions, if this is a good time to buy or sell, definitely feel free to reach out to me. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel below. There's a subscribe button below. And thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for the next video.